What's up, everybody? We're back. Typhoons TV, welcome. Come on in. Come on in, have a seat right here. Come on, sit down right beside good old Typhoon. I won't hurt. I won't hurt you. What's up, everybody? It's me, Fantasy Typhoon, aka The Mentalist, aka your favorite analyst. Google, your search engine, your Google search engine, or your Bing search engine. The Fantasy Typhoon Enter. That's a roadmap, a blueprint, a history of my fantasy football knowledge and where I've shared it from different sites, different places. You know, um, how to catch me on iTunes. Oh, at Typhoons TV. Um, right there. I have a new announcement. Can't make it just like right now at this moment, but I'm working on something every Wednesday night. Hopefully, I'll be able to. One of my good friends. Um, we're thinking about maybe trying something, so we're in the works in that right now. Little technical difficulties and things that we got to get through, and once that's ironed out, you'll be the first to know. Click subscribe. You'll be the first to know. Like, hey, rock with me. Just give me a shot. That's all I ask. Just give me a shot. As you can see, Zeke signed. I'll get into that in a minute. I just want to let you know Zeke signed. We knew it. We trying to tell you take that discount. We were confident with that. Too much money on the table. Zeke is the top-notch talent. The offense is built around Zeke. Zeke got to play. Uh, Melvin Gordon situation. What happened? The Eagles came in, just trolling. So if you own Miles Sanders like I do, that means nothing. Nothing. Completely zero to Miles Sanders or his fantasy value going forward. Just that offer. The offer was so lopsided. Basically, they were getting Melvin Gordon for 1 year for free because they wanted the Chargers to pay the bill for Jordan Howard, which is leaving, which is contract is up at the end of this year. So he's a 1 year rental. So Eagles, you gotta love Eagles brass, man. I'm a Cowboys fan, but hey, man, you gotta love Eagles brass. Those dudes are on it. Any player comes open, Eagles brass will put something on the table. You know, they put something on the table for Clowney. Any player comes open, I bet they put something on the table for McCoy. It might not have been sexy, but you know, let's see. The Eagles. Let's see how stupid they are. The Eagles organization is that guy in your fantasy league that keeps sending you them garbage offers. Hopefully that you'll. Oh, okay. Well, I am interested in selling them. That's pretty much what they want to hear. Okay, we are selling. So then, all they want you to do is all they want to really do is start dialogue. The trade they sent for Melvin Gordon, Jordan Howard, Eagles, Jordan Howard for Melvin Gordon was basically an insult if you were in fantasy. That was an insult trade offer. Just think, if somebody offered you Jordan Howard for Melvin Gordon, you would be like, man, ain't no way in the world. You know, you would instantly reject it. But sometimes you might, well, I might think about moving Melvin Gordon and send another offer back. In other words, they just want open trade dialogue. That's it. But once again, uh, let me see. Let me give you the timestamp. It's 12:30 a.m. September 5th, 2019. Number 6, Typhoons TV. Number 6 at Typhoons TV. We're this is number 6. Man, we're rolling. We're in the 100th year of the NFL, celebrating 100 this time around. So it's a lot of it's a special time for the NFL. Actually, Thursday night. Well, tonight it's actually Thursday now. So tonight you got Packers and Bears. I already gave you who I thought would win on the last Typhoons TV, and I'm still sticking with the Bears. But if you really look at this, this is one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL. Back in November 27th, 1920, at Cubs Park, the Chicago Staleys defeated the Green Bay Packers 20-0, and just a little bit of history since we're doing 100 years. Just a little bit of history, for the game Thursday night. Look, the reason why I'm up late, just go ahead and doing this, so I won't have to do it tomorrow, so I can kind of get in and relax and don't have to worry about putting one in the oven. As far as burning a Typhoons TV episode, I can just come in, relax, and get ready for the 100th year of NFL. And I can sit back and enjoy it just like you guys. Look, we're fans, we're nuts, we're NFL nuts, fantasy football nuts, just like you. We're no better, we're no different. We just come to different conclusions, but we're no better, no different than anyone else out there. So, like I said, like, subscribe, and comment, and rock with me. Like I'm saying, we just finished up 14-team draft. This is some heavy hitters in there, some NFL people, some real dogs. I'm talking about some fantasy minds that understand the game. I'm talking about as far as, man, boy, folks, there's some real dogs in this league. It's 14 teams, full PPR, full IDP. I mean, swinging. Antonio Brown, 2.1 gone. You're not, no fourth round Antonio Brown. If you want your guy, you better get him. Like, kind of looking at, have you ever, we do it on Yahoo. And have you ever drafted on Yahoo and a guy gets stuck? And everybody just keep passing around him? That's the rankings that they have in that Yahoo thing. Nobody pays attention to it. A player sit there and get stuck, and even the auto draft isn't picking him. There's some beasts in there, man. If you're going by that ADP there, and if you can't outthink that parameter, where that little parameter, where that little window where they have just those about 7 or 8 players, if that's all you have as far as your draft plan, you're about to get roasted, because they're pulling folks that you can't even see on the board. You gotta Google it. You gotta input their name, or click on wide receivers or running backs or quarterbacks or tight ends or whatever, and go down and find your guy. You'll be left holding the bag. You'll actually get Yahoo gives out that grade. Just got my grade in. It's a C+. So we know what that means, dominating. But forget those ratings in Yahoo and in NFL.com and ESPN and all this and that. Means nothing. But this is it's a deep, it's a rough league. Right now, when you really look at it, you gotta love this time of year, because when you look at it, everybody in America right now is just feeling good. 100th year anniversary. Everybody's feeling good. You look, your fantasy football folks. Right now your team is just, we're about to dominate. You got Duke Johnson as your RB1, and you just feeling good. You got Damian Williams as your RB2, and you just ready to go, because you know how it is now. Everybody's 0-0. The sky's the limit. You just got your beer goggles on right now, and can't nobody tell you different. The Atlanta Falcons. Just think, if you're an Atlanta Falcons fan right now, you got Devonta Freeman back. Julio Jones is about to sign his contract. You got a lot of key defensive players back. So you feeling good about the Atlanta Falcons right now. Arizona Cardinals fans, we just cleaned house. We brought in a new coach, Cliff Kingsbury. We got Kyler Murray. We got the air raid getting ready to go off. We got David Johnson back there. We about to go empty backfield. We're about to score a lot of points, so you excited. You got the Baltimore Ravens, you know. Look, Lamar Jackson is taking a step forward. We just got Marquise Brown in the game, so he's going to come in and help our receiving corps. So you're just excited. The Carolina Panthers, you know, Cam's new throwing motion, you know, Christian McCaffrey, what, 100 receptions, over 100 receptions. You know, DJ Moore now ready to take that step. Curtis Samuel, fantasy sleeper. You know, what is he going to do? So you're excited. Buffalo Bills, you know, you just shipped LaShawn McCoy off. You know, you got that dog, Devin Singletary. Might not be the fastest, but I tell you, his running back instincts, I'm talking about as far as playing the game, his instincts might be the best in football. His instincts as a running back. You got that to look forward to. You're looking at the videos coming out of practice. You know, you see Josh Allen taking a step forward on his accuracy. So, you know, Buffalo Bills fans are feeling real good right about now. You got the Cincinnati Bengals. You know, we're about to get A.J. Green back. Tyler Boyd is about to take a step. You know, we got a new coach. We have a new offense. We just paid Giovanni Bernard the bag. So we're about to take a step forward. You got the Cleveland Browns. We're about to go eagle on you. We're about to go empty. Baker Mayfield, David Njoku, Jarvis Landry, Rashard Higgins, Tawan Taylor, Nick Chubb, OBJ, Kareem Hunt. We get ready to take over the division. We're going to the Super Bowl. You know, you got the Chicago Bears, David Montgomery. Can't wait to see him get out there and just run folks over like a sledgehammer. You know, we got Riley Ridley in the game. Let's kind of wait a little bit and kind of see what he can do. Trey Burton a little hurt. Let's put Adam Shaheen out there. Let's see what Adam can do. You know, Mitch Trubisky. Let's see if he can take another step. And most of all, we hope we got a kicker. You know, that's what you're looking at there. Dallas, boom, we just got Zeke locked up. You know, we're about to, we just locked up Jalen Smith. We just locked up Lael Collins. You know, we're feeling good. Amari Cooper's ready to rock and roll. You know, let's see if we can. It's Super Bowl or bust. I'm a Cowboys fan. We're Super Bowl or bust now. You got the Green Bay Packers. You know, brand new offense. You know, now they're going to let Aaron Rodgers continue to audible at the line. You know, let's see what we can do. Detroit Lions. You know, Matt Patricia. The what they call them, the New England Lions or the Detroit Patriots. Is one of those things. Let's see what we can do. You know, going forward. Denver Broncos. You know, we just got Joe Flacco in the house. We got Vic Fangio. Can he revamp and bring this defense back to life? You know, let's take a look and see what we got here. Houston, Texas. We just shipped Clowney off. You know, opened up some room. Now we finally got a good anchor on the offensive line for Deshaun Watson. We got Duke Johnson in the house. We're excited. You know, we just brought in Kenny Stills. A healthy Will Fuller. Let's kind of see what we can do. Indianapolis Colts. Oh man, you know our captain left. You know Andrew Luck. You know he kind of abandoned us, but that's okay. We just signed Jacoby Brissett. We're still good to go. We still got T.Y. Hilton. We got Deion Kane on the rise. We got Marlon Mack set for an every down back roll, and everybody thinks he can't do it. So we're very excited about that. Right with that, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. We just got Nick Foles in the house. Excuse me. We just got Nick Foles in the house. We're very excited about Nick Foles. Let's see if we can do. Defense is ready to rock and roll because they publicly said last year, hey, we got tired of Blake Bortles, so we just kind of mailed it in. You know, we got tired of being the focal point of why we win. Now let's see what the offense can do. DJ Chark, D.D. Westbrook. Let's see what we can do with those young wide receivers. Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, just speed demons all over the place. We brought in McCole Hartman, Darwin Thompson now. LaShawn McCoy is reunited with Andy Reid. Let's see what we can do. Sammy Watkins is finally healthy through a whole all season. Los Angeles Chargers, look, Melvin Gordon don't want to play. We don't need you. Step aside. Austin Eckler, step up. Justin Jackson, you step up. Hunter Henry's back. Let's see what he can bring to the table. Mike Williams, touchdown bandit. You know what I'm saying? Keenan Allen ready to rock and roll. Let's see what we can do. Los Angeles Rams, let's give Jared Goff the bag. You know, we're excited about that. Todd Gurley, who cares? We told y'all all that crap during the offseason. Todd Gurley, we getting ready to run the ball. You know what we getting ready to do. We got Cooper Kupp coming back. You know, the safety blanket. Minnesota Vikings. Look, we brought in another offensive mind, Gary Kubiak, to kind of help with the zone blocking, the inside-outside stretch zone, which is Dalvin Cook's home, where he wants to be. It's home away from home. So now let's give. You saw it already. You saw it in preseason. You saw the cutback lane. That's what it is. That's inside-outside stretch. That's what it is. What do he do? 80 yards to the house. Touchdown. Take him out the game. No need to play him no more. Let's see if Kirk Cousins can take a step. We got rid of Treadwell. Chad BB's in the house now. We got, of course, we got Adam Thielen, Stephon Diggs, Ian Thomas, Ian Smith, Irvin Smith or something from Alabama, I believe. Another tight end. We're ready to push Rudolph. Rudolph, is he a sleeper or not? We're going to find out. New Orleans Saints. Look, if it wasn't for a one call, we could have went to the Super Bowl. We here to redo this now. We shipped Mark Ingram off. We got Latavius Murray. Alvin Kamara, can you be the lead dog? Can you lead us to victory? Mike Thomas, we gave you the bag. Let's play. Drew Brees, of course. Let's break some records this year. Let's do it. Defense, Marcus Lattimore, shut them down. Let's rock and roll. New York Giants, look, we just itching. We're going to throw... we're excited. We're about to throw Eli Manning out there, but we know we scripted it. We played y'all. We gave Daniel Jones concrete routes against the defense. We knew what he was up against. We made him look good. We wanted him to look good. So now when we pull Eli, you won't get all upset like you did when we pulled him for Geno Smith. This is the end of Eli, but we're going to bow him out gracefully. We've already planted the seeds on y'all. We made Daniel Jones look good in preseason. We fooled you. But I know Sterling Shepard's coming back. Evan Ingram's about to ball. So we're happy there. Oakland Raiders. Yeah, we know. AB, we know. We can't tame them. We can't hold them back. Actually, it's the Antonio Raiders. We can't hold him back. He's in charge of us. He's running the show. He's the GM, the head coach, and he's replacing Mike Davis, as the owner. Right now it's the Antonio Raiders. Look for him to get 12 targets a game minimum. We got to feed him the ball. We know we got to cater to him. Derek Carr can throw the deep ball. Everybody says he can't. He can. He can connect with AB. AB is the top route runner in the game. We know this. We got Josh Jacobs, a good rookie. We even got Darren Waller, overcoming, you're rooting for him, overcoming his drug addiction, whether you drafted him or not, or whether you like Oakland or not. You got to root for this man. You got to root for him. Pittsburgh Steelers. Look. We just picked up Devin Bush. Baller on defense. We got James Washington getting ready to take that step. Ben Roethlisberger, I don't have to worry about nobody begging me to get the ball to. I can sit back. I can do what I want to do here. This is my team. I run this show. James Conner, workhorse beast. Don't let nobody tell you different. Jalen Samuels, who? JuJu, shoot. He about to rock and roll. San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo fresh off ACL. He's ready to rock and roll. Dante Pettis, wide receiver 1. Backfield. Tevin Coleman or Matt Breida. It don't matter which one you draft. Both of them going to ball out. George Kittle, can you do it again? Seattle Seahawks. Look, we just got in DK Metcalf. We just gave Russell Wilson the bag. We're ready to rock and roll. Chris Carson, step up. We're about to pass you the ball. Everybody forgot all about Will Disley. You forgot about him. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Ronald Jones worked hard all off season, ran those hills. He got the video to show for it. Running backs coach just took him under his wing the whole off season, beefed him up. Practice. He even looks better in preseason. This is our guy. He's about to break out. Forget about Dare. Forget about Peyton Barber. Ronald Jones. Offensive line still. Yeah, that's right. I can't say nothing bad. Offensive line ready to take a step forward. Yeah, we're ready. Mike Evans. Yes. Cameron Braid. O.J. Howard. Chris Godwin. Woo! We ready. Tennessee Titans. Yes. Let's do this. Marcus Mariota. Okay, let's see if you falter. Boom, we got Ryan Tannehill ready to come in and take the torch from you. Derrick Henry, you are starting running back. We're running AB gap bang all day long. Get ready, Derrick. We're going to give you a heavy workload. We're coming downhill. Everybody knows it. Corey Coleman, step up, baby. Let's get it. Delaney Walker's back. A.J. Brown, Adam Humphries. Yeah, we got weapons now. Washington Redskins. We can't wait to put Dwayne Haskins in the game. We're going to let I can't think of his name right now. You know the quarterback. We're going to let him go ahead and start the show off. We'll bring in Dwayne Haskins a little bit later. We got Adrian Peterson healthy. We got Darius Geis healthy. We got Chris Thompson healthy. We got a good backfield of competent backs. We got Jordan Reed getting ready to come out of concussion protocol. But if he's down, guess what? Go pick up Jordan. Go pick up, God, I can't think of his name either. Pick up the guy from San Francisco that came over there. We don't have a wide receiver, but we're going to use Trey McLaurin, or whatever his name is, and we're going to bring him along, and hopefully Kelvin Harmon can catch up to speed. Now, last but not least, Miami Dolphins. We punting. Everybody feels good about that team, but the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins like, hey, man, we might as well go ahead and put a bag on our head right now. We're punting the season. It's over. There's nothing to look for. 100th year anniversary NFL. Everybody's happy. Everybody in fantasy is happy. Everything is roses. Everything is good. Everybody's sipping on the champagne. Everybody's drinking wine. You're just having a good time. You're laughing. You're joking. Everybody but the Miami Dolphins just traded away everybody because you're waiting on Tua. So you'll be happy next year. Now, let's go over the Cowboys situation right quick. I'll do a little bit more. We'll go over Zeke's contract, and I'll go over a couple of things, and I'm out. I'm getting a little tired here. But, one thing about us, man, Cowboys, you got to give it. You got to give it to us. You got to give it to us is we know what to do with some contracts. Our capologist is got to be a genius. Our capologist, and we lock these players up and we present them to you all, to the public. Y'all paid that dude a lot of money. But when the details come back and you pull back the curtain and you really take a look at what really happened and how much they really got paid, you sit there and be like, boy, those Cowboys, boy, they pull another one on you. But let's just look at our offensive line. Everybody's under contract. Tyron Smith under contract to 2024, 28 years old. Connor Williams, 2022, under contract. He's 22 years old. Travis Frederick, our center, good to have him back. That's our road grader. That's our second quarterback. That's Dak's eyes and ears. He's under contract until 2023 or 2024. I'm not sure exactly which one that is. He's 28 years old. Zach Martin, under contract to 2025, 28 years old. Right tackle, Lael Collins, just got in the bag until 2024. He's 26 years old. He signed a 5-year, team-friendly deal, which makes him amongst the 5 top highest players at his position. Then you look at Jalen Smith on defense, linebacker, signed a deal, which makes him amongst the 5 top players at his position. You see what I'm saying? So hopefully Amari Cooper can come in, sign a deal, which will make him the 5, which will put him in the top 5 amongst the players at the wide receiver position. Then hopefully, this is the key. Hopefully we can get Dak Prescott to do a deal that will make him the top 5 at his position, at the quarterback position. So you see the theme. We're trying to pay these folks top 5 at their position. So like I was saying, our O line is locked up, so we're good. So now you got Zeke locked up. You got your O line locked up. So what does that mean? See, you don't get this kind of analyst. So now you got a good building block in Zeke. He's locked up. O line's locked up. So all of those are going to, barring injury, those guys are going to work together for I would say, minimum next 3 years. They're all locked up. So, I've always told you Zeke is the number one building piece. As far as do like the Cowboys did, build your fantasy team around Zeke, and you branch out and start getting other pieces. But the offensive line and Daniel Jones come in, take another step. Might have to give the torch to Barkley. But right now, Zeke is your best fantasy asset. We told you he was coming. Come on now, we told you. As you can see, we play as a team. I was saying that on the other one. But we have roughly. Well, I did this number before Zeke's numbers came in. But basically, next year we had. Basically, about 85 million. It would have been roughly around 85 million in cap space. We got money for Zeke. We got money for everybody. I didn't realize that. But let's break down Zeke's contract right quick. I hate to get in the man's pocket, but let me pull back the curtain on his contract right quick. Let's just go in depth right quick. Zeke signed an 8-year, $102.9 million deal. Signing bonus 7.5, right? So his base salary is $752 for 2020. So contract don't really start kicking in yet. With $6.8 million, with a $13 million option in 2020. 2021, his base salary is 9.6. 22 is 12.4. 23 is 10.9. 24 is 10 even. 25 is 15.4. 26 is 16.6. So through 2026, you would think we got Zeke locked up. Well, we do have Zeke locked up, but the first 2 years of the deal are fully guaranteed, which totals $28 million at signing, and the base salaries in 2021 and 22 only become guaranteed if he's on the roster the 5th day of the league year in 2020 and 2021. So I said all that to say this: if the Cowboys really wanted to, they could cut him. I don't know if you heard it. They could cut him before day 5 of 2021, and his 4th-year guarantee wouldn't be owed. So it looks like it's all this and that, and the guarantees sound good and it sounds overwhelming, but at the end of the day, the Cowboys have at 2021, so basically after next year, Cowboys have the option, have to opt in on Zeke. In 2022, they got to opt in. You see what I'm trying to say? So they can cut him with no repercussions. So you got to watch these contracts. You an expert. We're experts. We're professionals at this. We supposed to know this stuff. We got to dig deep, go under the surface. We got to do a little research on these things and bring it to you. And just kind of put it on the platter and let you eat it up. And then you make your own decision after that. We give you the good and the bad, and then you make the decision. Kind of like in real estate. That's how I do when I'm going out with my client. I show them the house, I give them the pros, and I give them the cons. I'm not living there. And I tell them, here's the price here, the price here, what your monthly is what you got, who's going to have to put down. We might get house assistance on this. We might not get some house assistance on this. We might get down payment assistance here, no down payment assistance, or whatever. And I put the facts in front of you and let you make the decision. So that's what I try to keep that same, template when I do it here. So, all right, I'll just get into a couple more things and I'm out. Week 1, let me give you something to think about week 1. It'll be a night game too, so let's go to the Patriots. Sunday night game. Let me give you something to think about. Your JuJu on it. Let me give you a little something to mull over right quick. Because you know about Bellitricks. You know it's coming. Just think. Bellitricks. Stack the box for Connor. Or run blitz. You're blitzing on the way to you're stopping the run on the way to the quarterback, basically. All right, let's say we do that. All right, let's say we take our 2 second best receivers. Second best, I'm talking about New England. We take our 2 second best defenders, put them on JuJu. Take our best defender, put it on Moncrief, which is what they did on Tyreek Hill in the playoffs. Which is what they did, which is the mantra of what they do. They put the 2 worst defenders, well, not the 2 worst, but the 1, 2, 3, the 2 and the 2 and the 3. The 2 and the 3 they put on JuJu and put the 1 on Moncrief. So James Washington, Connor out the backfield, Vance McDonald. I don't know. Just giving you one to think about. Just, That's for your DFS players. Okay. All right. No risk, high reward pickup of the week. Demaryius Thomas for Dynasty. I want to go ahead and scoop him up. He's free. I did. Scott Fishbowl. I dropped Mo out of Cox. Took a fly on him. Captain Luck's gone, bruh. Got to get rid of all that stuff now. Got to clean house. So now, let's see what Demaryius Thomas can do. But I got to tell you this too. Give you the good and the bad. Now, looking at Dr. David Chao, that dude is, I'm telling you, follow that guy, the doctor. Dr. David Chao used to work for, I think it's for the San Diego Chargers or Rams or one of those. Dude is the best. He gives the best information on injuries on these players in the NFL that I have ever seen. The guy's number 1. So he said, settle down a little bit because he said he didn't look all the way back to him. But Demaryius Thomas, he can pick, he's what, 6'3", 224? All right, don't sleep. Typhoons already telling you to try to pick him up for free. High risk. No, I'm sorry. No risk. There's no risk picking him up off the wire. None. But it's a high reward if it hits. That's what that segment was. Now let me do my top 5 fantasy rich offenses. Now I can't really finish this one, but I can give you the top 4, and then I'll come back next week and I can fill in that 5th one. But right now, top 5 fantasy rich offenses. Kansas City, of course. Now I'm not putting these in any type of order. I'm just telling you, these guys getting ready to score points. These are your point total offenses. Kansas City Chiefs, Philadelphia Eagles, Cleveland Browns, and your Atlanta Falcons. Those are your top four. Now, after that, like I told you, I don't know about the Cardinals, but they're on here now. I'll see if I can take them off next week. But now number 5 is all between the Arizona Cardinals, the New England Patriots, the Pittsburgh Steelers, the New Orleans Saints, and the San Francisco 49ers. All of those, I don't know which one is 5 yet. But I'm thinking I'll pick one of those 5 as the 5th piece to top 5 fantasy-rich gold mine offenses in the NFL. Now, let me just give you little tidbits of didn't do too much week 4. Went back, looked at a little bit of week 3, and just saw 2 guys that just kind of came out and played football. You know, just looking at guys like, that's a football player. Given an opportunity, he could play for your team, for your fantasy team, and put up some points. The guy's comfortable. You know, these guys I'm about to give you, they're comfortable. They look good on the field. They're fluid. The lights aren't too bright. And given a chance, an injury or 2 here and there, these guys, when they come on, they're coming. The first one is the tight end Tanner Hudson for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The guy catches everything. The guy looks comfortable playing football. Now blend that with Bruce Arians. You know, looks like they're running the HW personnel. So the reason why I'm telling you this is how you're going to get on the field. The HW personnel office, let me just tell you a little bit about that. Ace, you know what ace means if you play Madden, you know what ace sets are. Is 12 personnel. Is your 1 back and your 2 tight ends on the field. So you got O.J. Howard hand in the dirt, and you got Cameron Brate hand in the dirt. And you got your left tackle, right tackle, guard, and your center in the middle. So you're basically going unbalanced line, but at the same time, you got 2 tight ends hand in the dirt. So you can kind of run, you can kind of run out of that formation. You come out in that formation, defense coordinators have all said pretty much across the board, whether 3-4, 4-3, single high, 2 deep, zone robber, zone man, whatever, have said the 12 personnel is the hardest to defend because you don't know what's coming. All plays look exactly the same, so there's no real keys to give away. Now, with that being said, Brate or Howard goes down, who's got to play? Brate's already pretty much sore. He'll play, but he's already, I can't actually say questionable because the injury report isn't actually out yet, but he's already on shaky ground as far as playing. So if he doesn't go, next man up is Hudson because he has a fit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not just saying it, you just pick him up and he'll never see the field. I'm telling you to, watch out for these guys, put them on your watch list for the simple fact that he can. I'm telling you how he can hit the field when they go 8 sets. So, look, the guy can play football. That's all I'm trying to tell you. And another guy that impressed me when I was sitting back watching the Cardinals, what's his name? Demir Bird. The guy's a football player. I know he's small, he's a little compact, but I keep telling you, man, folks, the 6'3s, they're coming. The height, weight, it starts slowly dropping. These shorter, faster, more compact, Wide receivers are starting to get some burn. Now you got what? Crabtree listed as a starter. Keyshawn Johnson, because they're going 4 wide receivers. They might not even have a tight end on the field. So I wouldn't even. It's hard to even mess with a tight end in that system because they're going eagle, which is pretty much 4 wide receivers. So you got 4 wide receivers, and your running back, that's 5 people. And you got your 5 offensive linemen, that's 10, and then your quarterback, that's 11. You can only put 11 people on the field. So putting a receiver on the field, that fourth receiver on the field takes them out of 11 personnel, which pulls your tight end off the field. So I don't even think you should even take a shot on a tight end in that offense. It doesn't make football sense to even invest. Don't even pick one up. I don't care. Charles Clay, I believe it is. I think they got rid of Ricky Seals-Jones. But anyway, that Demir Bird, he looked good playing in preseason. The lights weren't too bright. He was up against Xavier Rhodes. Now I know Xavier Rhodes was lax on him, but he was in and out of his breaks. He was low. The guy looked like a football player. That's all I'm saying. It wasn't too big for him. He wasn't scared. And they're going to sub in and out. Those guys are going to get tired ramping it up. You got an older Michael Crabtree out there. I don't know what kind of shape he's in. You got Keyshawn Johnson out there. You got Andy Isabella. You got Christian Kirk. So he could find his way in the rotation, and injury here or there. I don't know. He could come out starting. I don't know. I'm not saying he is. Please. I didn't say that. I'm just saying he could be. So I'm just telling you he's this offense is going to evolve. We don't know who's the man right now. So all arrows point toward Christian Kirk, but I don't know. So so well, and I'll say this: when you're in your leagues and when you're in your draft, you know, how can you spot somebody in your league? How can you spot another good a good fantasy manager, another fantasy manager in your league that's good? You that basically reveals itself by, let's say, if the team is 8-1, right? They're still on the waiver wire. They're still cutting pieces off the bench. They're still putting in claims. They're still diligent in what they're doing, trying to fix that bottom to probably 2 or 3 players that keep switching in and out. They're trying to find that last and final piece to the puzzle. When you have somebody that's at a like an 8-1 record or so, and she are still diligent trying to get it, they're not just sitting back and I just start these fake folks and just leave them in there or whatever, and just sitting back and they on autopilot. They are still engaged. They're still trying to rock and roll. That's when you got a good person on your hands. Or let's just reverse it. If it's 1-8, they didn't give up. Don't sign in anymore. Don't make any more transactions. They're taking it all the way to the end. Let's see if I can turn it around. You find one of those. In your league, even though they might not win it, just for them putting in that effort and just didn't just like whatever. I would go do something else. Have a couple of injuries here and there that hurt them. They're still in that attack mode. They have the attack. They're still engaged. That's when when you're playing against a dog. And just for that, I went, I think it was like 1-5. And somebody had dropped Odell Beckham. his rookie year. And I scooped him up. I'm 1-5. Scooped him up. Started streaming QBs. What else I do? I think I picked up another wide receiver, Emmanuel Sanders. I think somebody had done something. He had got a complication or something. He hit the wire, scooped him up. He got healthy. And I had a couple of dings here and there on my running backs. They got healthy. I took my tight end, dumped him. Who did I pick up? Who was that? I can't remember, but it was a tight end I picked up, and he started rolling. Came back. I was 1-5. Didn't lose another game. Won the league. Started off 1-5. Barely made the playoffs. I made the playoffs barely off points. Came down to myself and another manager, and I beat him. I would say about 25, 30 points. I beat him. Took that last spot because we were tied record, so it defaulted to points as to who made the playoffs. So, well, I'll go ahead and shut it on down for tonight. Hopefully, I gave you some good nuggets and tips, and hopefully, I kept you engaged. With 100th year, we're ready to rock and roll now. You're feeling good, so let's just get ready for some football. Tonight, ready for some football. Sit back, relax. I might order a pizza or something. I try to do that every year or something. Just kick back and just have some fun. Google being the Fantasy Typhoon, hit enter. That's my whole page. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for taking the ride with me. Hopefully you enjoy what you're hearing and you want to stay a while. So I always urge you to subscribe, whether it's on iTunes. Subscribe, leave me something. The Fantasy Typhoon at hotmail.com if you have some questions or you want me to answer something during the mailbag. I do have an announcement coming, but we're still working out the kinks. I have a show that could be coming out every Wednesday during the season. It's kind of catered toward a little bit of the gambler in you. I don't gamble, but I'll do it. I was asked to do it. I'll do it, and I can still give some fantasy analysts at the same time. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We're working out some kinks, some technical difficulties right now we're running into, but hopefully we can have those ironed out by next Wednesday, and we can bring you the first show. But as always, the Fantasy Typhoon. Thank you for sitting down with me. Thank you for taking a ride. And continue to rock with me during the season. And you know the motto. You know it. You know it. You know it. Don't just win. Dominate!